Hello and welcome to Inspire Her, the show that uplifts, enlightens, and empowers women to embrace their full potential. I'm your host, Onome Igugu, and I'm delighted to welcome you to another inspiring episode right here on the Achievement Channel, Nigeria's first and 100% motivational television station broadcasting from the School of Eloquence Studios in Ikoyi, Lagos. Every week on Inspire Her, we bring together powerful women who share stories, insights, and experiences designed to motivate women everywhere to live with purpose, passion, and of course, confidence. Joining me on the panel today are two remarkable women. My co-host, Esther Evbodaghe, a seasoned finance professional, entrepreneur, and Christian leader who mentors women and youth through financial literacy and faith-based empowerment. And Ngozi Ochuba, a pharmacist, wellness advocate, and reinvention coach who helps women prioritize health, wholeness, and authentic living. Today's conversation is one every woman can relate to: redefining beauty, the expectation to stay young while aging gracefully. We'll explore the pressure society places on women to look eternally youthful, the double standards that fuel it, and the power of reclaiming your own definition of beauty. So sit back, relax, and let's have this honest, uplifting conversation right here on Inspire Her. Welcome, beautiful ladies. Today we are talking about beauty, redefining beauty, and I'm excited because you both look amazing.
Thank you, and you too.
All right. Okay. Have you ever felt pressured to look beautiful? Have you felt pressure to look beautiful? Have there been situations where you felt like you were not doing enough, you were neglecting yourself, and a friend told you like, Ngozi, I don't like the way you look. Oh. You're not representing. I don't know if you've been in that situation before. Have you ever felt pressure like you're not doing enough? You need to look young. Like maybe you came across a schoolmate and you felt that individual looked perfect, and you looked at yourself in the mirror and you felt like you were aging and you were not meeting up to standards. Have there been situations like that?
To be honest, yes, it happens. And I think I have gone through that one or two times, if I can remember, where you don't need people to tell you. You look at yourself in the mirror, you know that you need to do a bit more, that there's some sign of neglect, and you know you could look better than you were appearing. So I would say one or two people have told me at a point in life, and I myself, there's a time I noticed that with myself as well.
What about you, Madam Esther?
Well, I would say every woman feels pressured one way or the other to look good. And somehow it might just be that maybe you are not feeling yourself. Maybe you are a bit down and so on. And so it will take a friend or maybe somebody who is close to you to say, oh, what's happening? You are looking dull, you are not looking yourself. So somehow say women feel pressured one way or the other to look good.
Okay, so now is it the cultural pressure to appear youthful or to look good, or is it standards, celebrities, should I say placing standards on individuals or putting pressure on us as individuals to look good? Because I want us to understand where it's coming from. Is it us individuals? Is it the culture of people out there or the society placing these demands on us? Where is it coming from?
Well, I would say we live in a world where society tries to, I would say, police people's personal choices. And in this conversation, I would dare to redefine beauty, because a lot of women go through cultural pressure trying to look young while aging gracefully. And the reason is that we live in a world that is so obsessed with beauty. Yes, that's the truth. We live in a world that worships beauty like a religion. And they've handed over to women a paradox. They say to us, grow old, but don't dare you look like it. We are told to age gracefully, and at the same time we are told, don't look old, don't have wrinkle. You know, they expect us to stay perfect, stay beautiful, stay young. And these things are not easy because it puts pressure on the women. You know, the truth is, aging is not something for us to be afraid of or for us to fix. You see, I feel something is wrong somehow because when the men grow older, they are told they look attractive, they look strong, they look wise. But on the other hand, when the women grow older, we are told, hide it, fight it, fix it. This is the double standard that we live with. So I believe, honestly, that it shouldn't be so. Because age is not something we should be afraid of. It is not something to hide, and it's not something to fix. For every wrinkle on our faces, it tells a story. True. For every gray hair, it tells a story. For every curve, it tells a story that we have lived, we have learned, and we have grown. So why should we be punished for looking more like ourselves? You know, so that's what society, the kind of pressure society puts on women. And I believe that women should stop chasing timelessness. We should start embracing realness. Yes, it's very important for us to do so because age is something that we should be proud of, really. We should be happy that we are aging. And for every year that we have lived, there is a testimony to say that we survived what should have, broken us. Yeah. So for me, I believe that age is something to celebrate.
What do you think? Should we celebrate aging or should we be afraid of aging?
Okay. Following what Madam Esther just said, there are actually two paradigms, especially in the African culture. Once the woman gets married, starts having kids, it's like there's this subtle excuse you're giving, or you're just like told subtly that you see you've done your bit, you've reproduced, you've had kids, so your lot now is nurture your children, take care of your husband. So you don't need to put too much energy. What is the fuss all about? You're already married, you have kids. So there's this subtle excuse you're giving that you just can allow yourself go. Meanwhile, in the modern society or in the Western world, it's a different ball game. You are told you must fight aging at all costs. That is where you see the Botox, the fillers all coming. Then at the same time, the same society, like she's pointed out, telling you to fight aging at all costs is also telling you you must not allow yourself to be seen as vain. So that is where the problem is. And for me, what I would say is that women should know that that is not really the problem. Whether you are aging naturally, you allow yourself go, like the African culture, just let yourself be, or you're fighting it with maybe the cosmetics, the Botox, and so on. I don't think that is actually the problem. I think the problem, the real tragedy, really, women becoming invisible with age.
So the conversation now, for me, it's even a bit, it's very complex if you
Yes,
ask me, very complex, because there are some women who would, just looking at what you said now, talking about those probably who are in their childbearing years and they let go of, after all, I'm married, right? And I don't have anything else. What am I looking for, right? I've had my kids, I'm married, I'm okay with that. Someone else comes and says, oh, no, that's not how it is. Okay? You need to look a certain way. you need to be acceptable by the society. Whether you have kids or not doesn't mean you should look a certain way. So it begins to, so there are different battles in the woman's mind, like which way do I go? And I'm sure some people who are listening to us are probably confused. I don't understand where to go right now because this one says this, another person comes and says this. So where do they draw the line? Where do they begin to accept themselves? How do they even go about it? Because it's confusing, really, right? I want to look good. The truth is everyone wants to look good, okay? But when they find themselves in a situation, because we all have different phases of life, whether it's childbearing stage, whether it's your career phase, whatever phase you find yourself, how then do you begin to accept yourself in that area you find yourself? Talking about self-acceptance now.
Yeah. So to answer to that question, I'll be giving my response in form of an advice to women. You see, women should learn to affirm themselves daily by saying to yourself, I am enough. It's very important to say so because truly you are enough. You are bold enough, beautiful enough, you are intelligent enough, you are already everything that you need to be. That is the truth. So when you affirm yourself daily and speak that to yourself daily and allow that to settle in your heart, it will guide your day. So it's very important that you affirm yourself, and when you do that, you become unstoppable. Because there is no point trying to chase what is not there, because you are truly enough. Every day we wake up, we are bombarded with messages on social media, on the billboard, advert of any kind, telling us you are not slim enough, you are not lovable enough, you are not smart enough, you are not intelligent enough. You know, and these things are disturbing. But when you learn to affirm yourself daily, then you become unstoppable, because truly you are unstoppable. You are the best. Your self-worth is not dependent on external validation, because the Bible says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. We are more precious than rubies. So your self-worth has been determined even before you were born. So you don't need to chase external validation to be who you are. So every woman should learn to tell herself that she's enough, because you truly are. So that's what I would say on that.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the situation, even after affirming those words to yourself. Probably you stand in front of the mirror, make those affirmations. You step out, probably to a beauty shop or a mall. You get there, you see maybe serums, you see eye mask, you see face mask, you see so many things to enhance your beauty.
Yes.
I'm just looking at the pressure the society puts in front of our faces, because
Yes.
just like you talked about, the adverts that will come across,
Yes.
the jingles or whatever we hear on radio, and you're like, okay, I saw this on my forehead, some wrinkles on my forehead, I think I need to get this product. I'm just looking at such things. Do you really think those affirmations will go a long way to helping that individual?
Yes, they will go. Because when you stand in front of the mirror, you should be bold enough to say to yourself, I am not ashamed of the scars that I have. Tell yourself when you look at the mirror, I'm the best version of myself. Because it is the words you confess to yourself that you become. Yes, and the truth is, yes, those serums are there, those things that you need to enhance yourself, they are there, they are good. I don't have anything against them. But my worry is, if you allow those things to define you, that is where the problem is. So you don't allow those things to define you. Yes, you can use them, you can enhance yourself, as long as you are doing it for your own self, not for external validation, then that's okay.
Okay. Madam Ngozi, what do you think?
Taking it off from what Madam Esther just said, I am in agreement with her. Personally, for me, I think aging in a way should also be intentional. You don't just leave it to chance. And that is like the old African kind of a subtle endorsement where you are told you can allow yourself be. You've done your bit, you've done your own part, you've reproduced. So you can let yourself be. But I don't think it should be so. And I think you should not also put yourself under the pressure of the society expectations today, where you are forced to always, you are so under pressure to look a certain way. But all the same, you should have your own vision of how you want to age. I personally, I can tell you, I'm talking from a personal perspective now. Even before I got married, at a younger age, I already had an idea of what I would want to look like at every stage in my life. Because in everything, you should have a vision, you should have your goal, so you should know why you do certain things you do. So it depends on really who you think you are. Because when you know who you are and why you do the things you do, external validation would not matter to you so much.
That's true.
So for me, I think aging should not just be, getting old. Aging when I heard that word, age gracefully, honestly, I took it serious. I didn't just take it as a cliche. I took it with all seriousness, because that means there must be a certain way you can age, and it will not be a graceful way to age, if I can put it that way. So for me, I tell women, look at yourself. What do you want to look like when you're 50? What do you think you should look like when you're 60 and more? And you find out that there's a lot you have to do, because intentional aging and self-confidence shouldn't be passive. You also have to build it. I'm not saying fight your body and struggle with the younger ones to preserve your 30-year-old body. It's not possible. We all are going to age. We all are going to look older. But what I'm saying is, build a body that is 60, 70, and 90 that is strong and still admirable. Because I think when it comes to aging, when we say redefining beauty, it is not just about the looks. Like Madam Esther was talking about, the scars come with a lot of experience.
True.
The scars come with a lot of connection. It comes with so many things. So a lot of women fade away at the age because that lack of self-worth, they start losing confidence, they start adopting the old hag mindset, then they stop showing up. When I started, I said the problem is not getting old. The problem is the erasure. The problem is the invisibility that a lot of women allow to set in. And what happens when society don't find you anymore? When they don't feel your influence, when they don't see your contribution, society moves on. Society forgets you.
Yep.
So sometimes it's not because you have the wrinkles. It's not because you're older. Everybody's going to age. But it is about your capacity, your ability. So as you age, you need to keep reinventing yourself. You need to build your strength. Even physical strength is important. You need to do all that. Because when you are strong, then you have the ability to move. You have the ability to engage. You need to build your mental strength as well. When you build your mental strength, nobody is going to make you feel old. You would not mind being the old person in a room filled with 18s and 20s because you will make your contribution. They will even enjoy your presence because you will show up and you will contribute. So for me, aging is holistic. Aging is holistic.
Yeah. What really defines confidence? Because you've been you mentioned confidence like 2 or 3 times during your conversation.
So, confidence has to do with your capability, not really about your age alone. If at 70, you are still digitally current and you are mentally strong and you can still move and engage, then why won't you be confident? Because it means you can sit at any table with any set of people, no matter the age group, and make meaningful contributions. So those are the things that would boost your confidence as a person. Confidence that comes just with maybe the Botox and the fillers is temporary because it will fade. But confidence that comes from self-worth, knowing who you are, and knowing what you have, and knowing what you can offer, that is more like permanent.
All right. We need to go on a short break. When we come back, we'll pick the conversation from there. Please stay tuned.
Thank you.
Are you in governance?
You need public speaking.
Are you in business?
You need public speaking.
Are you a professional?
You need public speaking.
Now you too can learn how to overcome nervousness and speak with confidence before any audience at the School of Eloquence, the home of public speaking.
Attend our practical and training one-on-one coaching with West Africa's only certified speaking professional at any of our centers in Lagos and Abuja.
To register, call 0802 3032 066 or 0706 1606 078 or log on to our website schoolofeloquence.org. School of Eloquence,
Teaching the world to speak.
All right, you're welcome back. We're still continuing our conversation here, talking about redefining beauty and how women can age gracefully. And just before we went on that short break, we're talking about confidence. What really defines confidence? And a very beautiful example to cite right now will be the actress Kitenshaw. I love how she's very intentional about aging. She turned 50 like 3-4 years ago, so she should be about 53 or 54 thereabouts now. So I'm just looking at how intentional she is about her health in terms of exercise, in terms of reading, in terms of how she's able to get involved in intellectual conversations. So I'm just saying, is that what truly defines confidence?
What I'll say is people look at confidence in so many ways. And there's a fine line really between self-acceptance and external or societal conformity. Yes. And one has to be careful so that you don't slip over from self-care to external or societal conformity. Yeah. It is okay to take care of yourself. It's okay to enjoy your skincare routine, go for your exercise, try to be fit and all that. If you are doing that for your health and for your own personal gain, I think that is fine. But if you are doing it because you want people to validate you, then you are gradually, crossing that line from self-care to societal conformity. And the truth is, the fine line between self-care and societal conformity is that one heals you while the other one hides you. Self-care says, I rest because I matter. Societal conformity says, hide it, fight it, fix it until they approve you.
Can we fight aging?
So, you see, there's a lot of pressure there. But the truth is, real confidence is not about your flawless body. It's not about your perfect body. It's not about your title. It's not about the money in your account. True confidence is knowing that you belong to yourself. True confidence is in authenticity. So when people stop chasing external validation and start accepting themselves the way they are, then that is when they truly start to live a fulfilling life. So that's what I would say on that.
All right. So Madam Esther just talked about accepting yourself. What are your thoughts on Botox, the injections, the fillers?
Okay, society today, especially the media, the social media, sells a false narrative to people that aging, beauty and aging is all about skincare, like she mentioned. It's all about the looks. It's all about hiding the wrinkles. That's not really true. Confidence and aging, like Madam Esther rightfully said, is about you accepting who you are and and aging the way you want. in a way. I mean, when I say the way you want in a way, because you cited Kate Henshaw, she must have a vision of somebody who wants to be agile, who still wants to engage youthfully no matter the age. And so she does what she does. So she's probably doing that for a reason. So when you also decide you want to do Botox, or you want to do fillers, or you want to adopt any routine, are you doing it because it fits into, it aligns with your own personal idea, goal, and your vision for aging? Or are you doing it because you are afraid of being judged? Are you doing it because of validation, approval? So if you are doing it because you want to be validated externally, or you want people to applaud you, then that might not be for the right reason. Because true aging and whatever you adopt, it's such that will help you age in a healthy manner. I believe that for me, aging should be such that, what am I looking at? I want to still be able to move at certain age. I want to still be mentally alert at certain age. So I will adopt those things that will help me achieve that. If for somebody you think that Botox would help you achieve that, it's the person's personal choice. You understand? I don't have anything against Botox and fillers. If you decide that you want to be a model at 80 and that is what is going to help you achieve that, you're fighting for what you believe, right? You have your own goals, you have your own vision. So as well as you're doing it, but you're not doing it because you're afraid of being told you're old, then why not? You can go ahead and do what you think works for you.
Okay. Madam Esther, how do you think the media, the workplace, society can redefine or shape this conversation about aging?
So I would say it's time we begin to redefine aging beyond filters, deadline, and expectation. Because social media sells youth like it's the only currency in the world. Yes. And at the same time, they glorify this forever 25 look as though there's nothing else to talk about. But the truth is, aging is not something to fix or something to be ashamed of. Yes, because for every wrinkle on our faces, it tells a story. It's a memory entrenched in time. So I don't think we really need to be so afraid of aging. And the workplace is not exempted. They whisper expiring dates in a subtle way, as if wisdom has a deadline. So these are the challenges that, we have. But the truth is, we should not be afraid of aging. Society teaches us to fight time, and rather than honoring time, really. And that is the best thing to do. We should honor time, because aging is something that we all look forward to. We all grow to get old. So when we have become afraid of aging, then there is a contradiction there, because you can't be looking forward to getting old and at the same time you don't want to be old. So that is why I believe that we, apart from what society is telling us, accepting that aging is something that is real is something every woman should embrace. So women should stop chasing timelessness. They should start embracing realness and start celebrating their life, and every stages of their life. They should enjoy it. That's what I'll say on that.
Yeah, just going by what Madam Esther said, if we look at the younger generation, I would say that they are the ones telling their stories. Okay, if we feel that there is a certain narrative out there, then the older generation, do you think they need to come out and start telling their own stories and redefining what aging and beauty is all about? Because if you leave it to the young ones, they will keep telling what they know. So that's what's in my head right now. Like, if the older generation are not doing enough, then why not go out and start telling these stories of aging, rather than being fixed on what a 22-year-old knows or a 33-year-old knows? Because the truth is, The young child or the teenager who comes out now, they're actually telling you that when they get to 25 or when they get to 30, they're going to use fillers or they are going to use Botox because that's what they know. That's what the society has shaped their mind to understand. And the truth is, if we do not change that narrative, if we do not change the conversation, that's the only thing they know, and they will accept it to be true. So, what are your thoughts?
Okay. This question you just asked all boils down to knowing what real self-worth is. So the younger generation has to understand, like we have said it here, it's not all about looks, because the truth is that eventually, no matter how you fight it, no matter what you do about it, everyone is going to age. Everybody is going to get older and everybody is going to look older someday. You can't fight it too much. So the earlier we begin to embrace aging healthily and aging gracefully, accepting it as the norm of life and working to be the best version of ourselves at every stage of life, not fighting it, not fighting to remain 25 at 60, but working to have a healthy body at 60. Working to still be able to engage at 70. After all, the American president, I'm sure he's over 70, though he's a man. We have a lot of women in that age group that are doing a lot of things in their old age. Old age in quotes, because as far as I'm concerned, like they say, age is just a number. So when I say age gracefully, I mean youthful aging, and that means embracing youthfulness in all aspects of your life. Mentally, try to remain current. Nowadays, we talk about digital skills. Why won't you know what is happening in your time? Be digitally current. You should be able to engage. You should be able to contribute meaningfully to society. I think those are the things that matters. And that is what true confidence is all about. But just focusing only on fighting wrinkles will at the end of it will leave you disappointed, because those wrinkles eventually, they will come.
All right.
So for me to, wrap up this conversation, because we've spoken extensively on it, yes. I just want to say to women watching this program, age is not in beauty. Stop trying to look young forever, because you are already beautiful just as you are. So what I would say to you is stop chasing timelessness and begin to embrace realness, because you are not fading, you are rising in wisdom, rising in power, and rising in fire. So own it.
All right.
That's what I'll say.
Thank you so much. What a powerful conversation. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Ngozi. Today, we have learned that beauty isn't about defying age. It's about embracing the stage of life with grace, confidence, and authenticity. Let's continue this important conversation. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Achievement Channel on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, which is now X, and YouTube for more inspiring content and updates. Use the hashtag We See Possibilities and share your thoughts with us. We'll be back next time with another inspiring episode right here on the Achievement Channel. Till then.
My name is Bodea Bifare. Please keep watching the Achievement Channel. Tune in, support them, like, subscribe. Yes, Achievement Channel. Thank you.
My name is Christiana Salmon, Mrs. State Coordinator, NYC Lagos. Keep watching Achievement Channel. Is a motivational channel.